Hey, TikTok, YouTube, all you internet folks, Clue Man here. So, uh, it's happening, just like I predicted. Um, I said there would be mayhem in the streets by midsummer. We're only into June, and it's already starting. You've probably heard the news reports about people protesting ICE rounding people up in LA, and how now Pete Kegbreath and old Trumple Thinskin are talking about federalizing the National Guard to use against the public. Well, that's illegal. That is a violation of posse comitatus. It's also illegal to impersonate a law enforcement officer. And I don't know who some of these dipshits are that they're calling federal agents, but if you wear a mask and you refuse to identify yourself and you refuse to produce a warrant for whoever you're looking for or whatever place you're planning on searching, and you violate the Constitution, i.e., people's Fourth Amendment rights and First Amendment rights, if you basically, if you are going to um, round people up without due process, that's kidnapping. That's also a felony. So I don't believe as a citizen I have to follow your commands or orders, and I feel I have the right to resist you if you're committing two felonies and violating the Constitution in the process of trying to carry out your so called duties. Okay. A border czar, an illegitimate president, and Secretary of State, and um, all these other dipshits at the top, uh, the director of the Department of Defense, all these dipshits who are basically um, were not qualified for the job and they were appointed by a fascist wannabe dictator. I don't have to follow any of their commands. Protesting is and standing up against tyranny is probably the most American thing I can do. Not to mention, I swore an oath to do it. So it's only going to get worse from here, people. You know, if he um, invokes the Insurrection Act and declares martial law, there's a midterm coming up, 2026. He's going to try everything he can do to ensure that those elections get canceled because he knows what's coming in 2026. And that is, we're taking the House, we're taking the Senate, and he is going to be a lame ass duck for the last 2 years of his presidency. And then we're going to take the presidency back. And then we're going to have the House and the Senate and the presidency because guess what? Fascism is not popular. Racism is not popular. Homophobia is not popular. Xenophobia is not popular. Transphobia is not popular. Taking away women's rights is not popular. Okay? You cannot fight the will of the people. You are outnumbered. You may have had Elon Musk rig the election for you so that you could get in there and try to implement Project 2025 and do all the bullshit you've been doing. But there's about 220 million of us who aren't going to fucking stand for it anymore. And we're standing up to you. This is going to be the summer of protests, and shit's probably going to get crazy. And you know what? You brought it on yourself, you fat orange turd. Any hoozle, there's your clues.